Ghanaians say what? Yeah, you won't be that because a Nigerian has filled a whole stadium. Shatawale did it here in Accra. Musu oje 10 CDs and to me fill a stadium. Into Onyeshi. Go and check. When Bulldog went to see Burna Boy in New York, I asked him how much they charged. How much? How much did they charge? Rob, do you remember? About what?
I think there were different levels.
Yes, but different levels. But
I
this
think he paid like $100 or something. I don't remember. And then
no, it wasn't up to. It was 100.
some were paying 70 or I don't know. I don't know what the figures are, but something that we can look.
Okay, good. But it was affordable. And look at how close he was to the stage. Which means, it go be like, what, 50 cities or something, yeah? Sort of. It was cheaper. Now, yeah, dear, we see a cheap. Yeah, dear. Yeah, Nkoye. Charlie. We for discuss this thing thoroughly. When we come back, today Nana Pokuashi says he has been to Nigeria several times and he knows how their system is and how it works.
Who have angered you?
You have angered me.
Who have angered you this morning?
No, Charlie, someone fills stadium so our musicians they are stupid or what?
They won't give that hit small.
Which hit? Which hit? Ashake, until this show, go to Naija, Echo Suits and what be the venues then they perform. Where else? Etim Esan, I wish we would call Etim. Etim, our presenter of Ghana Naija Ganja Agenda. He knows his people and he knows us and he knows what goes on in their country. What at all are they doing so differently from what we have?
Charlie.
That's in one of the ticket prices. It says $53.
Why?
Why should I say?
For which concert?
That's like
as low
500
as low as 50.
That's like
Yeah.
500 and something Ghana cedis. It's not low like that.
That's like I think even almost 600.
600. Now how you should not just send 100?
Oh no, it depends on the artist. It depends.
Yeah, true. If you're charging,
which show is this?
No, it's just like
the Burna Boy thing.
It's a Burna Boy thing. I have to break down.
So it depends on where you want to sit. It depends.
No, it says as low as.
As low as 53. Yeah.
So it means a higher figure.
But if Sarkodie is performing at the stadium and he's charging, you see that's my question here. That's why I mentioned that if Stonebwoy, his Ashaman to the World concert is free, right? Mm-hmm. Or it's free.
Yeah.
If Stonebwoy decides to charge today, how many of the people that throng that venue will pay?
They don't go come.
They don't go come. That's my issue here. Do we support them? We won't support them. Let the guy go broke and someone will say yes. But you they chill with your wife and children. You all make we come pay for your event. The same people will come here and talk. And we live in this country. Today we have mouths to speak against them instead of pushing them forward.
This matter.
Listeners, we'll be right back. When we come back, we'll get into the issue properly. Ashes is here, as well as Robert Clark. Adam and Martin will join us pretty soon. We'll be right back.
Study smart and save big at CompuGhana. Get ahead of the class with CompuGhana's amazing back-to-back school promo. Upgrade your academic life this year. What's more, you stand a chance to win gifts instantly with a scratch and win instant giveaway happening at all CompuGhana showrooms nationwide. Visit your nearest CompuGhana showroom or shop online at www.compughana.com. For more details, call 0302-752-020 or 0243-143-143. CompuGhana. Passion for technology.
Better bet to play together. Whitebet.com.gh. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Whitebet.com.gh. Join today on a bonus spending. Whitebet.com.gh. Come together, make we play. Whitebet.com.gh. Say, see a betting. Games are hold on. Pay out and so. Whitebet, man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Today. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
It's now official. Joy FM, Joy Prime, Hitz FM, and other MGO platforms are media partners for the biggest carnival in Ghana, the Chalewote Street Art Festival. This is an annual colorful festival of sights and scenes with thousands of revelers who are treated to rich African heritage of our creative arts economy while achieving the mission to sell and promote Ghana. And just as the name Chalewote suggests, the festival is flip-flopping to a new location this year. We are going to Osu, so come along. Let's go make unforgettable memories in Osu from August 21 to August 27, 2023. It's the Chalewote Art Festival.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Wakey, rise and shine.
Take a deep breath and relax. It's all gonna be fine.
Time to get out of bed. Time to put on the radio. Oh, you already put it on. Cool. Waking up with.
Welcome back here on this 103.9 FM is Showbiz Review, proudly brought to you by Vodafone. Vodafone, further together. Hey, get ready for an unforgettable experience at the Calabash Color Festival. All right, okay. The Calabash Color Festival is happening at the Untamed Empire on September 9, 2023, starting at 12 noon. Prepare to groove to electrifying performances by top-notch artists, including Mr. Drew, Kwamina MP, Sefa, Dope Nation, Banzi Banero, and many more. Witness an incredible display of energy and talent that will leave you captivated throughout the event. Tickets are going for 150 Ghana cedis regular, double 250 Ghana cedis. Please dial *711 *1144 hash. *711 *11 *44 hash. All right. Now, get your lunch at Lunch Avenue. Call 0558 502 206 0558 502 206 0558 502 206. Okay. Nice. With our quick and efficient service, you can have hot, delicious, and healthy meals from Lunch Avenue in no time if you are located in Accra or Tema. Whether you're ordering for yourself or for a group, call Lunch Avenue today, and in fact, now. Betway is for the love of the game. Are you ready to get way back more with Betway in the new season? Use the golden booking code that you find on the Betway site or look out for the Betway agents in Tiptoe Lane, Medina Market, Kaswa, and place your race free bet. And it's happening. Guaranteed to give you 100% back as a free bet up to 50% even if you lose. All right. Now, let's start talking. Ashes, good morning.
Morning, bro.
How are you?
Grace.
Nice.
Has found us.
Adam, morning.
Morning.
Abi.
Good things.
Promise me you come to the studio tomorrow on time.
Sure.
By 8.
Yeah, I think this week.
Oh, promise. Simple.
After this week, I'll tell you why.
He's not an adult. He doesn't want to promise anything.
From this week.
It's still the promise.
You ask me.
Don't make I ask. Because I haven't heard the president promise anything.
The king of promises.
But he has promised us a stable economy.
Like he stabilize the money and the petrol and everything. We will believe him.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Mr. Clark, morning.
Morning, Chief.
You good?
We did. God do it, we did.
Nice. Okay. Let's start talking. I've seen people's comments. Plenty. Like people bore. Charlie.
The ball when we set the trend.
Ghana Naija afrobeat war erupts. Celebrities vent on social media. Another heated argument has erupted between Ghana and Nigerian stakeholders following Ashake's successful concert at the O2 Arena. The Nigerian singer sold out the 20,000-seater capacity O2 Arena in London, making him the latest African artist to achieve this feat, after the likes of Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy. The concert, which took place on August 20th, 2023, was Ashake's first time performing at the arena, which is one of the largest and most prestigious indoor arenas in the world. This feat has been well celebrated by fans across social media. However, it has resuscitated the Afrobeat feud between Ghanaian and Nigerian artists. Ashake's much talked about success has compelled netizens to once again slam Ghanaian artists for what they described as crawling, while their Nigerian peers are making great strides. The pressure being mounted on Ghanaian artists have compelled some celebrities to speak their minds. In the weight of the discussion, some Ghanaian industry stakeholders have lamented sabotage from Nigerian stakeholders who, according to them, do not want Ghana to share in the overall global Afrobeat success. This allegation has triggered some responses from Nigerian industry stakeholders on social media, notwithstanding the comparisons between Ghana and Nigerian fans across social media. Now, let me start with you, Ashes. Do you believe in that thing? That, and that thing started from one person who claims there is a silent war from DND and DMB, and so the Nigerians are trying to...
I think he works with Stoneboy.
Well...
Yeah, Style Chief. Chief Styles.
Abiola.
Yeah, Chief Styles.
Okay. And that, they don't want us to thrive in the Afrobeat space. Look, is it for Nigeria?
Okay. Good morning to your listeners. You see, that is their nature. It's in their DNA. When you started, you said that I happen to have stayed there a little bit. So I have the inside of how they think. See, it is not for any funny reason. You see pictures of Nigerian parliament, and then you see like the Agbada like taking the center stage. They don't patronize the suits and all that. They want their local tailors sew for them. They feel comfortable. They feel good in them. It's for no reason that they patronize their eba more than their rice and things. And even rice, they eat their local rice. If you go to Nigeria and if you're a foreigner and you want rice, like let's say you go to, let me use, where you guys were.
Lekki?
No, the food you and Kwame Dazi were talking about, the people who sponsor the thing.
Lunch Avenue.
Yes, let's say we go to Lunch Avenue and there's like a buffet, and then you have to figure out which food you're a foreigner. You find your rice somewhere, and they have their rice, and you see everybody tramping towards that side to patronize their rice. They have their own. They have a lot of things that they don't believe in foreign things. So their mindset is tilted towards patronization of them. It's everything is them. They're very self-centered, and it's no crime to want to support what you believe in or what is yours. They've been able to create that thing over years in whatever they do. There's a reason I keep saying they say Naija no they carry last because there won't be no last man. The last man has to follow. Is it the same with us? Do we do same? We don't appreciate what we have. Really and truly, we don't. All this fight about this, do we even appreciate the little that is out there that's been thrown out there? No. Like you said, we rather will play Burna Boy, play this one. They actually will tell you, if DJ Black does requests and stuff sometimes, I hear what the people are requesting. They want songs played outside. They want things done outside. This is us. We believe in stuff that come out than what is in here. We believe that we cannot do it proper. We believe that our own is of no qualities, of no standard. So the other one is better than us. So that is our problem until that mindset begins to change and we begin to believe in the little we have. Once upon a time, President Kufuor initiated Wear Ghana Friday or something. Is it still in existence? Check around. Do we like? Is it as loud as it used to be? We did it for a period. We left it. What if we had done that thing like a Friday and a Monday to empower the local traders, the local seamsters, tailors, and other things? You know, it's of recent that you see us doing the traditional wedding thing and then letting it look colorful and people are wearing. It's of recent. It's of recent that it's taking center stage, that our culture has been exhibited. We fail our culture. We have failed our culture. We have believed in what we are being told that it is proper that comes from outside. Until that mindset changes, we will continue to fight and fight and fight and will not get nowhere. Because the Nigerian, yes and truly, they will not let you into their space. They will not allow you that much time and confidence you want around their space unless you drum it in their ear for them to believe you. Then they can give you that space. But all of a sudden, you think they are doing something, you just want to jump into it, you lie. So it's about time we concentrate on the little we have. Check it. How about Black Sheriff championing something like a High Life campaign? Say, what I'm doing is High Life to the rest of the world. How about Sarkodie saying that? How about Stonewall? How about the rest of us all saying that we're doing what is ours? Can we not create a niche for ourselves, believe in it, and then promote it for it to become a global thing? But no airtime. This one is for the oldies. It's not for us. They have been able to create something. They believe in it. They say it's DS. Whether you like it or not, they say it be DS. It's a numbers game. The world has come to accept that it is DS. They will not allow you into that space. Find your way. Begin to believe in what you have and then do it over time. If it's not now, the next generation will benefit from it. But forever fighting a lost battle, I don't think we're getting there. I really don't think we're getting there. And then this comparison that we are trying to do, somebody has filled the stadium, somebody has done, we should stop that nonsense. We should stop that nonsense at once. God gives everybody what they deserve. If you deserve to fill an auditorium, they'll give you to fill an auditorium. If you can fill a stadium, they'll give you to fill a stadium. But if you don't have the might and you go and book a whole stadium and you go and stand there and you have a half park, what are you doing? Or maybe a quarter park, what are you doing? Why don't you just go and find the auditorium and then fill them? Why are we putting so much pressure on these boys?
Ali?
To do what? As if we go and book a stadium, people from Ghana will go and then be there. They'd rather go to a Burna Boy concert than to go to a King Promises concert. And even if King Promises books a stadium right now, they would want to know who is on the bill for them to patronize. Before they will patronize, we should stop this nonsense. I mean, enough is enough. Let's say it as it is. We are putting too much weight on these boys. See, I was in Belgium when Sarkodie came to perform. The auditorium was full. This is our standard. Let's come to believe it for now. And let's all work together. If Sarkodie spends money time to book an O2 arena or wherever, would we all go? Every time organizers are complaining that Charlie, that thing, full, Charlie, the people they don't come. It's not like they're not advertising, they're doing their best. Do you know what it takes to organize such concerts? Stage, light, sound, security, what? We put everything together and then you go and run at a loss. My friend, it's of no joke. They have the numbers, they have the means. I was just telling you that how they even communicate and sell, the strategies they are using. They are using the banks, they are using the train stations, they are using a lot of portals to market their events. We don't have that strength. So please, Ghanaians, let's not put too much weight on our boys. Someday we will get there if we do our things well. It starts from the musician pitching themselves against themselves, fighting each other unnecessarily, sitting on social media ranting, insulting. That is where the problem is. You have created a mess for yourselves. And now you want who to clean up? It starts from there. Radio stations pitching one artist against the other, making one look bigger and better than the other. How? If it's a Shatawale today, everybody's on Shatawale, then we forget about Stonebwoy. And we forget about the rest. Until that mentality changes that we can all do it together, we have a problem. And we have to fix it ourselves.
Mr. Clark.
I like what he said with respect to mindset. I think for me that's probably one of the biggest things I can think of right now. So the big question here is, if Nigeria were not achieving what they have achieved, what would we be doing with everything that we had? Let's just say there's no Nigeria. So Ashake didn't fill
the stadium.
Let's say there's no Burna Boy. So
there's no Wizkid.
Okay.
There's no Davido.
On our own, where is our dream? What vision do we have for ourselves? Are we going to plug into the system and use the train stations and use their malls? You go to a mall outside of the country and then you hear music being played and you check it out and it's what Nigerian music they're plugging into the system.
It's good you've mentioned this. Have you forgotten? I've told you this before. Many years. I've told you this about 10 years ago. That in 2009 or 10, I had gone to, I think, Madison Square, and at that time, Lady Gaga was like the biggest in America. And I'd gone to a joint to, I think I went to McDonald's to buy burger or something. And after Lady Gaga's song had played, all I heard was, doo-doo-doo-doo. And P Square Do Me was playing.
Sharp.
Look, I'm a Ghanaian. But for once, I wanted everyone to know that, look, this is ours.
I'm from Africa.
Yo, I'm from Africa. Yo. And I was I was making all the noise in there. People were watching me like, yo, that's us. Yo. Because as the song was playing, people stood aloof like, okay, yeah, they are buying their food. I mean, no one cared. I'm fine. But I wanted that attention. So I was making all the noise. Cool. I was happy.
Cool. So
but then if you hear songs on radio on Hot 97, they are playing the video and Young Wangwabium.
Because somebody had to pave the way. And it didn't start today. We were here when we saw the Banj and Snoop and the collaboration with Kanye West. From that time, we saw a P Square doing collaboration with Rick Ross
and T.I.
Then days, so all I'm trying to say is, assuming there's no Nigeria, Naija no day, we ourselves, what is that ambition? What is that big, hairy, audacious goal that we are pursuing?
Sarkodie go feature Eastwood.
Ghana for
you know here what we tell them.
I hear.
People say, guy, you know pay the guy.
So that's why I'm back to mindset. That's why I'm back to mindset. So we ourselves, what be the dream? What be the vision? What's the Ghanaian dream that we are pursuing as individuals? People who like, what exactly are we doing? On our own, are we dreaming of filling the arena? And you say they won't fill them, then somebody came to bypass you, so you bore, or somebody took it away from you. What are we dreaming of? What are we? What's the vision? And I want to make a take come other areas, but you say what you want to say.
Yesteryear, Apollo Theatre was the biggest. If you could fill Apollo Theatre, that was. Ochame Kofi were there first. Lumba and Kojo, all of them went there first. By that time, these Nigerians weren't dreaming of it.
Even the beats,
they were not dreaming of it.
We'll come to.
We had that space. And we left it, and they've occupied it. Take your time. It go, come back. Why? You by force.
You see, so Andy, look, and talking about the mentality, it runs deep. Maybe because we are not talking about the banking side, because we are entertainers, we are not talking about banking. Like by this time, we bought plenty. How many banks are here that are not from Ghanaians and are dominating our space?
The local ones, what happened?
Good, good. So name them. You hear what the names are there. Obvious.
The banks,
good. They are not from Ghana.
The Islamic Bank. Are they Ghanaian banks?
Okay. Let's go to industrial area. Look at the companies that are there.
The Benin
and tell me how many of them are Ghanaians or Ghanaian owned. You see, we have
even entering the pub space.
The pubs, yes, they are there. They own it, and so they control the kind of music you listen to. Because at the end of the day, if the DJ doesn't play the song that the boss says, forget about it. It's not happening. So all I'm saying is this: Ghana is so solid on point that foreigners are able to flourish in this country, and we ourselves are not able to. What is the problem? Mindset and the fact that we lack commercialization. We just don't know how to commercialize stuff. Yeah, because Charlie, big ups to Tete Kwashi. He went to see something that was beautiful out there. He took it. He brought it to the country. Cocoa. But still, cocoa, yes, and it is what it is today. So if you don't have something,
it don't be now. That it don't be now. Even from way back. Oh, and yeah, he stole it. After all, what? The guy don't go steal now. Hey.
So if you don't have something and someone has it, what you need to do is to learn. Yeah, it is what it is. And don't be apologetic. Learn. Don't be apologetic about it. Learn and try to use that to advance your cause and your people. That's it. So we need to be able to first of all understand that it's a mindset, because we ourselves, the dreams that, look, when Naira Marley came here and I was asking him questions about, his team, I asked him, so what kind of people are your team members? He said, he mentioned them, and I'm like, okay, so are they like friends? And I said, no, these are colleagues. This guy went to the university. This guy did this. So the level of people around him are educated folks. People who are thinking, like they have the business principles and ethics, and they are working with him. If today you should find a guy going further, you should understand that Charlie, they are working with the right team. So question is, what are we doing in our space? Who are we hiring? Who are we working with? What is the dream? What's the vision? Where are we going to? What plugs? What? Charlie, a lot of things that makes you want to ask yourself questions. Because
this is a salient point. But
when you come to the movie industry, we started. But today, where is it?
Right after
Go and see what's happening. Go and see what's happening in Hollywood. Solid things. Netflix. They sport there all sweet. So
most of the African countries.
I'm
after Kwame Nkrumah set up the Ghana Film Company in those days, most of the African countries, including Nigeria, came to Ghana to learn film.
Listen, there is a
so
movie.
The question here is, what happens to us?
There is a film noir. What's this guy? Pascal.
He took the lead in many areas after independence in 1957.
This guy, Pascal Aka.
Football, everything.
You know Pascal, the director.
Yeah.
He put out a movie. It's a film noir. And the movie features Raquel Sinaso, Ajete Anan.
Yeah, I think I've watched
it.
Yeah. Gold Coast Lounge.
Yeah.
And it's on Netflix. And some people were going on. So I jumped in and I said, look, for me, it is the best African movie on Netflix. Go and check the likes on that post I made alone. People haven't watched it though. They started to bash the thing. And comparing it to some Nigerian. I'm like,
intentional. Yeah.
What?
You see the word you just said? That's our problem. We are not intentional about anything we do. We are deliberate about everything we do, but we're not intentional.
At this point,
we're deliberate to pull something down. It's deliberate. Yes, but we're not intentional to plug the thing into the space that it's supposed to be.
Let me read some few comments.
Just before that, I beg. See, now back to we cherishing what we have. Sarkodie shouldn't be put in this particular categorization that we've been doing. The guy is the leader in his league, in his category. What accolades? Look, so what? You want to compare Naija and Ghana when it comes to rap?
Are you going to bring MI?
That's what I'm saying. But you see, we are not celebrating what we have. Most rappers are from Ghana here, and that is what we are very strong at. But we are not touting that. If you want to talk about dancehall and reggae dancehall, the biggest are from where? Here. We are not promoting that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we have something and we don't want to focus on that, and we put everybody together, and so we always feel like, hey, we are not going anywhere. But I believe that we just need to be able to review everything properly. It's back again to our mindsets and appreciating what we have and projecting it and knowing our strengths. If ours is to start, but we are not too strong when it comes to commercialization, we need to work with the people who have it. There is nothing wrong. How many doctors do we have here? We send people out. Nkrumah sent people out there to go and learn to become doctors and come back. Yes, we didn't have it. We had to go and learn it. If you don't have it, you go and learn. That is the essence of education. As a matter of fact, a lot of Nigerians come here to come and learn in our educational institutions. There's nothing to, they feel bad about it. They are coming to acquire skill and go to their country and deploy. So if we lack something, let's learn. I mean, it is what it is. But I think the mindset needs to change. And we need to, the bad words, there is a lot of evidence. If you go, if right now, if you just touch, if you type onto Google.
It means you don't go explain to if evidence there.
Oh, a lot of evidence there. That when you speak bad words on people, even on plants, even on water, over a period of time, as compared to speaking good words, the one that receives the good words flourishes constantly. It's there. You can find they've done experimentation on people, they've done experimentation on students, experimentation on trees. They've done it. Bad words, yes. If you constantly speak bad words at something, it prevents that thing from growing.
I speak good words on you this morning.
Please speak.
I speak good words.
Release it.
You have a lot of money.
And
any money you get, 10%.
You are not God.
And then I'll come to you very soon. Brakwam on Facebook. Let me read some few comments on Facebook. Hey, plenty comments, Charlie. Brakwam says it's not about appreciation, but getting the connects in and outside Ghana. Nigerians have the Odogus and big boys that link these guys up. Nane Oduro Mensa. He says, Boo God of Boo House is in USA. He went to Burna Boy show. Sack and Stone are in the States. Here, especially Sack has been here since last month, but Boo has not attended any of Sack show. We don't cherish our own. What is he saying? Boo Dog is in Germany. He was in America for what?
He went to Sack radio show.
He went to Sack show.
He went to a Sack show.
Brad Kwam says, common Nigerians fight, but they are united. You will see almost every artist in the night chilling together, but not for Ghana. Sag is in his own, Shatter doing his thing, Stone elsewhere. We only see unity when it's December. He says, it's about time y'all media come together to push not one but all. Some media connotes such agendas of supporting only theirs. He continues to say, we're going to keep discussing this combo till eternity. Wondagu said, this is because we don't cherish our own artists. MC Jamaica said, beautiful submissions by Ashes and Mr. Robert. Mark Beck says, since we can't beat them in music, then let's beat them in football, sir.
For where?
Brackwam comes back, how many times or years do we play football? Music is said every microsecond. I realize the Ghanaian man is afraid to lose, hence scared to take risk. Nigerian man will go all out to take such risk and boom. Everything in Ghana is not going on well, like they are saying the movie industry is out. Mr. Robert, we've learned it all, but a Ghanaian man is afraid to put what has been learned to practice, especially when it involves finance. All right. Adam, please come.
Andy, encourage the Enkasembi in Ife, but a man for Yakofa Samabefi. Someone has been able to put up an awesome show. You can give the person his flowers and not rubbish everything you are doing. I don't think that we have done badly as an industry. It is just that it seems somebody's focus and mission is stronger than what we are looking at. And they are on that mission and achieving. What we can do is we can be inspired. Andy, if somebody in your space has achieved some strides, you can only be inspired by that strides to be able to re-strategize and get there or even get better. That is what I expect us to do. But rather, some are trying to, including some of the key stakeholders, rubbishing every gains that we've made as an industry. In 2020, the International Federation of Phonographic Industry, IFPI, they published in terms of contribution to country's GDP. Now, they stated that music sector contributed about 81.9 billion euros to the economies of 27 European countries. Now, on the other side, America, that same year, November 2020, they published that studies carried in America in terms of contribution to the country's GDP, music contributed $170 billion to the US GDP. creating over 2.5 million jobs. Andy, there are some people or some countries it will be difficult to beat in the space. US has always been on top of Europe when it comes to the music business. It doesn't mean that Europe should come crashing. What it means is that there are a lot of opportunities in the space that they can achieve. So if somebody is doing better than you, it doesn't mean that you have failed or you're a failure. But what it means is that whatever he has achieved is achievable if only you put better strategies in place. Now, if we continue doing this, we will continuously be where we have to be. We will continuously be at where we are now. It's about time that we see the opportunities in the music business, tap them. I'm sure we have identified a lot of them, and we are doing a lot of them. How are we translating those opportunities to investment? It's very key. That is what our focus should be. How do we translate the various business opportunities in this industry into investment? By speaking the business language. When artists come close to business people, when artists get the chance to perform at parties, they get invited by these business moguls. What language do they speak together? How are they leveraging on their star power into getting these investors investing in them? What are industry stakeholders, industry gatekeepers speaking to business people they come across to? Leveraging on that, that power in the industry to let these people invest in. There is the aspect of technology. How well are we equipping ourselves as an industry to be able to have some, presence in the technology space? Because don't forget that it's a numbers game. Now go to all the various streaming platforms. Nigerians are leading these platforms with huge numbers. It doesn't.
Let me say something that's even funny. Somebody was doing an argument and was like, Nigerians don't play Ghanaian music. And the guy showed some figures on one of the streaming platforms. And when you look at the streaming numbers, the country that streamed Ghanaian songs the most was Nigeria.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Nigerians streamed Ghanaian songs.
Nigerians are streaming Ghanaian songs more than even Ghanaians.
Yeah. You see, so
very funny.
So Andy, we need to be able to work hard on some of these things. We need to look at synergy and collaboration. How we can collaborate both locally and internationally. The collaboration is not on one side. Musicians, promoters, media, other gatekeepers. How are we synergizing and collaborating to be able to achieve that? Now there is the part of advocacy, which has to do with the likes of musical and affiliate bodies. Now, if you stream from Spotify, among some of the data, there is VAT. They have introduced VAT in these spaces, where Spotify now the payment you are making for streaming, there is charges of VAT, e-levy, and other things there. What advocacy is musical and other affiliate bodies doing to ensure that policy directions positively impact the space? And you know that this could further lower our pace in terms of streaming, where people are paying more due to this tax.
How does that connect to?
No, it's true. It does.
I'm talking. It's all about the impact, because if people are not streaming, we are now talking about Nigeria people streaming the most, and now the introduction of VAT,
of course,
on streaming platforms, including even boosting. So if the artist has to boost 10 CD, he might now boost 5 CDs. You understand? And and I'm talking about advocacy
down there.
What kind of advocacy are we? What kind of advocacy are we having as an industry to ensure that we shape policy direction? And all of these things, in a way, affect our music business space. That is
for me. So what he's saying, this energy that we have from the masses, talking about artists and stuff like that, I wish we would use that same lens to review what happens in the political space. Because these artists, what they are doing is out of their own volition. It is their personal lives, their career. And the truth is, yes, you can speak about somebody, but at the end of the day, in as much as you are hurt, just know that these are people that you are talking about. The other side, those who have been given public mandates, we voted for, who are working for us and are responsible for the taxpayers' money. Those are the people that we need to be able to put some special lenses on, so that at the end of the day, we can ensure that policies made are influenced and informed and support what we need to do. That is where we are supposed to be putting the energy. However, there are other things that we also need to be able to look at. I think for me, let's discuss the aspect of people who are working within the music business industry. Who are they? People working within the music business industry. Do we have real professionals in the space? Do we have people who are upgrading their knowledge and acquiring enough and going the full strength, the full mile to be able to make things happen?
Education.
We need to be able to have that conversation. Really, it's very important. Because once we say music business,
this can further.
Let's look at this tomorrow. Let's look at this tomorrow.
Industry players are industry players, including the artists themselves.
Artists will bring this up. Tomorrow you won't be here. We're not in Sudan.
This is the advocacy I'm talking about, because it boils down to ease of doing business. And at the end of the day, if people are not, encouraged to do business in the space, how does that catapult into the international space? So we need some of these things to ensure that even if nothing is done, could it be reduced? However, I'm not sure even how many people in the industry or some of the big wigs in the industry knew the introduction of this. Was there proper meeting, proper engagement to look at the ramifications of this introduction to the industry? These are some of the things which hurts us, and as an industry, we need to be up and
stream already. So if you find out, say you are taxing him 4% of his.
And the piracy fala. So it comes back to the conversation. The platforms that have the free music, as in free music for you to be able to download. Whether aren't people going to download more of the songs and then which means they're not going to.
Because once they download it, they have it already. So what's the point?
Because you see, in terms of the analysis that we also did, we realized that there's a certain amount of people who are using a lot of pen drives for music consumption.
5% get fund.
A lot of pen drives for music consumption, and those people are constantly downloading. And if they are downloading, the question is who gets the money. So piracy on the high.
Our time is up. We have to go. Let's continue tomorrow.
You try.
Let's continue. Let's continue. Bless Car _ Kaba says, "Good morning, Brandy. This Ghana Naija comparison has now moved from just industry performance to obsession and is becoming annoying. Anytime a Nigerian entertainer does something huge, it triggers Ghanaians. This is witchcraft."
Check the Rolex.
Take Me Do says, talking about learning, how many Ghanaians or artists can even decide to go and stay in Nigeria and blend with them just to promote, build, and establish their brands in Nigeria? It's rare, but they're always moving here. Shaka Blaze says, Andy, I think our mindset is the problem. We are just weak and need to reset our minds. Shouts to Railway Valley guys inside Tulaku. Take Me Do comes by. He says, all this to me is poverty talk. Because in Ghana, after a free show cry, you get wise people trying to talk about number of attendance. It's just so bad in this country. Kwabna Badrimba says, okay, I'm sure you. Our artists feeling steadier isn't and won't be the problem with our stars. The deficit is within our investors, promoters, and event organizers from Ghana. Newton Motors says, good morning, Andy. It's like whenever Naija fill big arenas, we have same topic we have been discussing for years. Ghanaian musicians are doing their best, but the deals to push them to another level should be what we should be looking for. Keddy Prime says, Godfather Andy, I fought some guys recently because they were speaking ill about Kelvin Boy's Vero and comparing it to a Nigerian song. Take Me Do says, see, yesterday I was listening to radio and 80% of the Ghanaian songs that were played had Stonebwoy on them. Man has a feature with 90% of Ghanaian artists and you tell me he's lazy? How? We citizens are not pushing and defending our sound enough. Adeba says, Ghanaian artists are 10 times talented than Nigerians. It's about time we appreciate and cherish what we have. Kojo Dompe says, Andy Dusty, fire more, fire more. Baden Bruce says, Andy Dusty has spoken very well. Thank you. The Nigerians have made policies in their country to push their music, but Ghana has made nothing. Adeba says, our support to artists is a one-sided thing, yet when we see others winning, we start apportioning blames to them. In my books, I think music is seasonal. Where was Nigeria when Miss Bell, TikTok, VIP, and others were comfortably ruling in Nigeria? Caddy Prime says, thank you, Godfather and the Dusty. God bless you. Can you imagine DJ Shiwawa came to play at Pokuasi or Moro Carnival last Saturday, and his playlist was full of Nigerian songs? We are our own enemies. With a Ghanaian song he played at a festival in Naija. Okay. Dika 101 says, Papa Andy, today the issue big past the Daybreak show. You go explain, Taya. Take me this, Andy, you've said it all. See, we don't even know where we are as a people. What we have as a people and what we even want as a people, we've just confused and lost. This comparison has no basis, if not for numbers, which Nigerian artist works harder than Sark. Chill. Okay.
But you're also comparing.
He's also comparing. He's also comparing.
That's the problem. Everybody wants to compare something.
Let me quickly say this. Really, if the industry has to go up, let's not expect only artists to do their bit.
Yep.
Artists are in the mix, but we need everybody playing their part. Even radio stations, pundits, everybody needs to elevate their game. Everybody. You cannot say only artists need to carry this. Artists are not the only people to carry this. Everybody within the space. We all need to elevate.
We are not happy with all these things that's going on. We should tell them. We expected more. We are not happy.
Listeners, this is where we end the show. Many thanks for listening. Thank you, Adam Chachame. Thank you, Nana Pokwashis. Thank you, Robert Clark.
We are not happy.
Then go tax studio.